In today's segment, we're going to get together with Zippy Dahl from the Perch Patrol Guide Service, and he's going to share with us some tactics for putting walleyes on the ice on Devil's Lake and maybe on a lake near you as well. We got minus 20 wind chills. We're going to hunker down in the portable houses. It should be a great segment. All right, here's our first walleye of the morning, right there. And he just gobbled it, and that's a good indicator right there. When you got frontal conditions, you know, a lot of people don't realize that walleyes and perch are affected by cold front conditions in the winter, just like they are in the summer months. The current regulations on Devil's Lake, you can keep 5 of these daily and up to 10 in possession, so it's a great lake to come if you want to keep some fish to bring home.
There, I'm marking one. Come on. There we go. All right. Nice little fat walleye. What I've done here is I kind of downsized my bait. I went to I call it a walleye gensworm. It horizontal lure that sits down there, and I take a minnow, put the hook right in its mouth, and I come out through behind the head, so it's on there like that. And usually I always pinch off the tail. Finicky bites and cold fronts, downsizing your lure can really help you.
You know, you got a walleye that chases the bait and you want to raise it up like that, raise your rod up, get that fish to chase. You run out of room. You set the hook, 2 problems can happen. 1, you don't get a good hook set in the fish. 2, you set the hook into the roof of the house and break the tip off of your nice ice fishing rod. So a tip for you is to keep the rod in the hook setting position and raise the bait just by pulling on your line, just like that. If a fish bites, it's a 2-handed hook set. It's a raise of the rod tip to set the hook, and it's a tug of the line. It takes all that slack out that you impart in the line when you're pulling the lure up like that. So that's just a tip to help you get a better hook set in a fish when you're in a portable house and you got a roof over your head.
There he is. Well, it's that golden hour right before dark. Things are starting to heat up. There we go. Oh yeah. Fishing, you know, 19 feet of water, just a shoreline fish, cruising, looking for something to eat before dark. So, spotted my gensworm with a minnow head on it and thought it looked pretty good to him. Some of my favorite walleye lures for fishing Devil's Lake, and certainly are some favorite lures of the walleyes in Devil's Lake, are the Rapala shad wrap. That's awesome lure. It almost should come with a pair of pliers, I always say, because they literally inhale it. We got the buckshot rattle spoons and the Lindy Ratlin flyer spoons. Those are very excellent choices. Fish very rarely pass those by, tipped with a minnow head, of course. On finickier bites, I maybe downsize my presentation and baits a little. I go to the frosty jigging spoon and the walleye gensworms, which I call them, tipped with a minnow head. I caught a couple of fish earlier on the gold color. So those are some of the baits of choice I use on Devil's Lake, and I'm sure they're favorites of walleyes everywhere.
Besides the great walleye fishing on Devil's Lake, you've got the jumbo perch coming back real strong. Lots of fish from 1 pound to 1.5 pounds being caught. And also a great fishery for big northern pike, too. You can fish 4 lines per person, so setting out flags, setting out some tip-ups to catch northerns can be a lot of fun, too. Not only get some good eating size fish, but you get some monsters as well.
There we go. Oh, look at that. Woo! Beautiful walleye. Now that's what we're talking about. Nice fish. They're more aggressive on these shallow running shorelines. Got them on that perch colored Rapala with a minnow head on it. Our seasons never close here on Devil's Lake. A lot of states, you know, the walleye fishing ends the middle of February. Here we can just keep fishing throughout the year, and it's our season's never closing. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, I tell you what, a cold, brutal day on Devil's Lake, but what a great winter walleye fishery. Lots of fish to catch up here, bonus northern pike, and the real story is those jumbo perch are back here in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. If you'd like to come up to Devil's Lake and do some winter fishing, free lake access, guides, a casino, hotels, motels, great restaurants, bait shops, everything you need to get the most out of your winter ice fishing vacation. The Devil's Lake Visitors Bureau can help you plan your trip up here. They have a wonderful, informative website, or you can give them a call toll-free, 800-233-8048, and they'll send out an information packet to you. With Zippy Dahl from the Perch Patrol Guide Service, I'm Roger Cormier, and we'll be right back with more Midwest Outdoors.